Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened yesterday on MLB 2025 playoff day 2, where yesterday we played the game 2 in the American Wild Card Run and in the National Wild Card Run. Where in the American Wild Card Run games, in the first game, the Cleveland Guardians defeated 6-1 the Detroit Tigers and they tied the series 1-1, and now everything will be defined today to see which team is going to qualify to the divisional run. And in the second game in the same league, my favorite team, the New York Yankees, defeated the Red Sox, the Boston Red Sox, 4-3. Like the same that the Guardians, they tied the series, and now they force a game 3 that will be played tonight, and the winner of that game is gonna to qualify to the divisional run. And in the National League, in the Wild Card run, in the first game, the San Diego Padres defeated the Chicago Cubs as a away team 3-0. They tied the series 2-2, and now they will play today the game 3, and the winner of that game is gonna to qualify to the divisional run. And in the last game of the day, the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the Cincinnati Reds 8-4, and with this victory, the Dodgers won the second game of the series. They won the series and they qualified to the divisional run, where they will face the Philadelphia Phillies. So let's talk about a little much about this game. Let's start with the in the American Wild Card Run. Game 2, the Cleveland Guardians 6, Detroit Tigers 1. Remember that in the game 1, the Detroit Tigers defeated the Cleveland Guardians 2-1. So it was a must game. It was a must victory for the Guardians to win this game. The Guardians started to win the game where in the bottom of the first inning, George Valera scored a solo home run and they took the lead of the game. It was a very great performance from both pitchers because the Tigers didn't know any more run until the bottom of the eighth. The Guardians were leading the game, but in the top four, the Detroit Tigers scored only one home run. No, only one run, and the game was tied 1-1. About this game, I thought that this game was going to be defined again in the last inning, like the game 1, and this happened. But I thought that the game was going to be the difference only by one or two run difference. But the big difference was in the bottom of the eighth, where the Guardians scored five runs, and also the bullpen, the pitcher bullpen, the Troy Melton, he played a very awful game because he only threw one zero inning and he allowed 4 runs, and that was the difference. And for that reason, the Guardians lost that game. So about the Guardians, the best player who I told you was George Valera, that scored a home run, and the other was Boy Naylor, that he scored one home run and he produced 3 runs and he was the MVP of the game. So now the series is tied 1-1. Everything will be defined to see which team is going to qualify to the divisional run. And the second game of the same league, my favorite team, the New York Yankees, defeated the Boston Red Sox 4-3. Remember that the Yankees lost the first game 3-2, where the Yankees wasted a lot of opportunity because they in the bottom of the ninth they have the bases loaded in the game 1 with no outs, but they wasted the opportunity. They couldn't score a minimum 1 run, and they lost the game. So it was a most victory this game, where the Yankees started in a best way, where they scored two runs in the bottom of the first inning. I thought that since that moment the Yankees were gonna to take advantage of that and they were gonna to win this game. But after that they couldn't score any more run until the bottom of the fifth. The Red Sox scored 2 runs in the top 3 and they tied the game 2-2. After that, the game was very close. A lot of teams let a lot of base loaded, and in the bottom of the fifth, the Yankees scored another run, and they took the lead of the series of the game 3-2. And in that moment, I thought that the Yankees were gonna to handle the lead until the end, until the ninth inning. But now they couldn't, because in the next inning, in the top 6, the Red Sox scoring a run, and they had tied the game in that moment. I told you that the game was gonna to be defined in extra innings, or the Boston Red Sox were gonna to win this game, because it looked like that the Red Sox were playing better than the Yankees. But the big difference is that in the bottom of the eighth, the Yankees scored one run, where it was scored by just she's home junior. Well, remember that he didn't play the game why, and I didn't understand why, but he made a tremendous play, because he made 2 or 3 exceptional defensive plays that avoided that the Red Sox could score any more run. And also he scored the winner run, and in the end the Yankees won the game 4-3. Now the Yankees, with this victory, force a game 3, and everything will be defined tonight. And in the National League, with carry on game 2, in the first game, the San Diego Padres defeated the Chicago Cubs 3-0. About this game, the San Diego Padres play with the bullpens. They didn't play with the initial with the starting pitcher. The Padres head coach decided to put to play. No, sorry. Yes, decided to put to play the reliever. So this was a very great performance, and the Padres bullpen dominated the Chicago Cubs, where they didn't allow any run. Also, the Padres started to win the game since the top of 4 to the top of 1 of the first inning, and that was enough to win the game. Also, in the top of the fifth, the Padres scored another 2 runs, and was impossible for the Cubs to score any run, because, how I told you, the San Diego Padres bullpen dominated the Chicago Cubs offenses, and for that reason, the San Diego Padres won the game 3-0, and they tied the game 1-1. Now everything will be defined today, where it will be played the game 3, and the winner of that game is going to qualify to the divisional run. And about the last game of the day, the Los Angeles Dodgers didn't have any problem and defeated the Cincinnati Reds 8-4. About this game, the Los Angeles Dodgers were the best team, but actually the Reds started to winning the game. Where in the top 1, they scored 2 runs, and it was a very surprise, because the Dodgers were trailing the game. But in the next inning, the Dodgers come back. They tied the game, and later they took advantage of the game. Also, I think that the Dodgers were leading by 1 run difference, 3-2 in the beginning of the 6th inning, where this was the big difference, because the Reds in the top 6 inning, where the Dodgers were leading the game by 2 run difference, 4-2. The Dodgers were leading 4-2 in the beginning, in the top of the 6th. The Cincinnati Reds had the opportunity to minimum to take the lead of the game, because they had a base loaded with no outs. And in that moment, I thought that the Reds could have any possibility to win this game and to force a game 3. But Yoshinobu Yamamoto dominated the Cincinnati Reds batters. He didn't allow any more run, and the Reds didn't score any run. But in the bottom of the 6th, the Dodgers took advantage that the Reds didn't score any run in that inning. They scored 4 runs, and the Dodgers increased the lead to 8-2, and in that moment the game was over. About the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto played a tremendous game, because he threw 6.2 innings, where he allowed 4 runs, 4 runs, and he made a 9 strikeout, where he played a tremendous game. But also the Dodgers bullpen battled a lot, but in this time they didn't allow any more. Sorry. Yamamoto allowed 2 runs, and he played a tremendous game. But also the Dodgers bullpen battled a lot. They allowed 2 runs, and they play a bad game. But in the end, they could handle the lead, and the Dodgers won the game 8-4, and they qualified, and they won the series 2-0, and they qualified to the divisional run. So what's next? Today it will be played only 3 games, because, how I told you, the Dodgers yesterday won the series, and they qualified to the divisional run, where they will face the Philadelphia Phillies. So what's next? Today will be played 3 games. The will be played the American Wild Card Round games. Game 3, where in the first game the Cleveland Warriors are going to play against the Detroit Tigers. This game is going to be played in the same stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, in Cleveland, 15:08 Eastern Time. This is going to be very interesting because remember in the last game of each series, everything can happen because if you started very well, you can win the game. But if you start very bad, you can lose the game in the first inning. So I think that this is going to be an interesting game. I think that the Guardians are going to win this game, but I think that the game is going to be defined in the last 2 innings, and the Guardians are going to win this game by 1 or 2 run difference. They're going to qualify to the divisional run, and in the second game of the American Wild Card Run, Game 3, Game 3, my favorite team, the New York Yankees, are gonna to play against the Boston Red Sox. This game is gonna to be played in the Yankees Stadium in the Bronx, New York, and 20:08 Eastern Time. Remember that this series tied 1-1. The Red Sox won the game 1 and the Yankees won the game 2. About this game, I think that if the Yankees want to qualify to win this game and qualify to the divisional run, the Yankees need to try to take the advantage in the first 3 innings of the game. Try to create a advantage of 3 or 4 run difference, so that the starting pitcher can last minimum 6 innings too, so the Yankees bullpen can lose the game. So I think that this will be very interesting because I think if the difference in this game is between 1 or 2 run difference, I think that the Yankees are going to lose that game. Also, if the Yankees arrive to the 8th or 9th inning in disadvantage, I think they are going to lose that game because if Chapman is going to close the game, the Yankees don't have any possibility. So I think that the Yankees are going to win this game by 3 or 4 point difference, and they're going to qualify to the divisional run. And in the National Wild Card Run Game 3, the Chicago Cubs will receive the San Diego Padres. This game is going to be played in Chicago, Illinois, 17:08 Eastern Time. This is going to be an interesting game. I think that the Cubs have the advantage to play home, but to be honest, in this moment, I see little better the Padres than the Cubs, because remember that the Padres have experience playing this kind of game. So I think that this will be an interesting game, but I think that the Padres are going to win this game by 2 or 3 runs difference, and they're going to qualify to the divisional round. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment suggestion, you can write me in my social media platform. So see you next video. Gibran.